There we go. I'll bet you that's you guys. Okay, here we are, back at it. Hopefully, we'll have better luck with the internet today. I started off with a hotspot from my phone, so I think we're good to go. Let me just make sure. Yeah, good. I know it's you. So happy to see everybody. It's Friday, right? Happy Friday. Here we go. We're going to start moving. I hope everybody feels good. I hope you're not choking to death on the wildfire smoke. I haven't heard how bad it is in Denver. I know people in Grand Junction are pretty fed up with it. Oh, but as we say here in Kentucky, at least it's a dry heat. Whew, it's so sticky here. Here we go, left and right. Anyway, things are going really well here. We're just working away, making my dad work at his exercises. We're sorting paperwork. We're getting organized. We're just having a good old time. One of these days, we're going to get through the junky stuff enough to get to the treasures. I know there's treasures in here. I found photos of him and his 5 siblings from when they were 20 somethings. Darling. Very nice to see. And speaking of darling, I believe we have a birthday to celebrate today, Ms. Carol Smith. Happy birthday to you. I am going to spare you all and I'm not going to sing. But I'm happy you're celebrating another birthday. Those are a bigger and bigger deal, right? So way to go. Good. I'm going to open and close. Oh, that feels good. Sit up tall while you do this. Last couple of times we've been to occupational therapy with my dad. His regular therapist has been off taking care of something. So I only got to work with her the first time today, and she sounds exactly like me. Sit up straight. Hold your tummy in. Don't lean backwards. Chin up. Good. I'm switching directions. You guys know. You know all the things. Oh, it feels good to move. It makes a little breeze in here. All right, I'm doing a side bend, big reach. Ah, big reach. Was anybody sore after the new exercises we did last week, where we did the twisting and the bending and the reaching? If you are, I don't blame you. I could kind of feel it in there. All right, cat cow next. So lean forward, lengthen your spine, tuck your tail, arch your back, tuck your chin, and then point your belly at your toes and lift up and away. Oh, lengthening your spine both directions. Oof. Wait, so did Carol wear her not her birthday suit, her bathing suit to celebrate her birthday? Ooh, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble. Ah, once you plant the thought of you guys in your bathing suits in my mind, it's never gonna leave me. All right, here we go. Gentle twist. Ooh, crunch, crunch. Nice, that's enough of that. I'm going toes out in front of knees and pick up the toes. Very nice. I wish I had something else exciting to tell you about what's going on in Kentucky, but we are nose to the grindstone here. Slide my heels under and pick them up. I did see a cardinal yesterday, finally. And turkey vultures, those are birds you don't see in Colorado very often, if ever. Good. Now I'm going to circle the ankle. And other direction. And other foot. And other direction. Good. Sit up tall, belly in, straighten at the knee. These are such simple exercises, but they really do help keep your joints moving, keep your muscles from just withering on the vine. Keep you just strong enough to get through your day. Switching legs. See, I caught myself slumping. Ten, I think, 11, and 12. Good. Back to the first leg, out to the side, back to the center. Just let that hip do the work. Good. Switching legs. I shifted my angle today, so I got a little bit better light, not too much junk in the background. It's the least I could do for you. Good. I lost count, but that feels like enough. Okay, marching in place. Drive those knees up. Keep your spine nice and straight and vertical. Hold, hold, hold with your belly. Drive the knee up. Drive it up. Oh, I was thinking about doing a little run, but it's too hot here. Forget it. How about a jumping jack? Out and in with your feet. And overhead with your arms, or crisscross in front. Good. I think we're going to make it all the way through with no interruptions today. We'll see. Fingers crossed. And that feels like enough. All right, let's do the one where we sit on the front edge of the seat, lean back a little bit, stretch out one leg, pull the other knee up to your chest. You really can't see that when I'm wearing black clothes, can you? Pull the knee up and then switch. So if you want, switch down here with foot on the floor. If you want it harder, switch up here with both feet in the air. Oh, that's so hard. Oh. Just make sure you're really holding with your core so that it's not hurting your back. You want your back to not be slumping, rounding, compressing. Oh, that is way too hot for that. That's enough. Okay. What do you think? Should we grab our weights? I think let's grab our weights. So, I just happen to have 2 bottles of Jim Beam that I'm using for my weights because we took all of Dad's weights to his other place, and this was the only thing I could find 2 of that match. They weigh about 3 pounds each, and I think they're going to be just fine for bicep curls as long as I don't bang them on the metal chair. My dad retired from Jim Beam, so we might have more than our share of their products in the house. It's a fine weight. It makes a lovely little gurgling noise as it comes up and down. Good. And they're sealed, so I'm unlikely to break the seal. You'll know it's bad if I break them open and start drinking. I'm going to take these now to the back. I'm going to do this kind of carefully, though. So palms to the back, straight arms lift and lower. Yeah, these actually feel just about like the 3-pound weights I normally use. A little bit harder to grip. You know, I'm always going on about how you don't need any special equipment. You got stuff around your house that can work. You got walls, you got chairs, you got steps, you got cans, you got bottles, you got books. Any of those can be used to help you get a little workout. Oops, see, I'm going to get in trouble. That would be a bad thing if I broke a bottle here. Oh, that feels like enough. Good. Okay, let's do a chest press next. So sit forward, lean back. Weights across your chest, core engaged. I'm going to press out, pull back. I'm trying to really straighten my elbow all the way at the top. Make those triceps work a little bit too. Good. Completely forgot to count. I'm mesmerized by the gurgling sound of bourbon in the bottle. That's enough. That is enough. All right. It's about 10 after. I say let's stand up. Let's do some hard work. Actually, let's stand up and sit back down. We need more sit to stands in our lives. So, feet about hip width apart. Hinge at your hips. Drop them back down over the chair. Come back up. So hinge over your feet, push the floor away, come on up. There you go. It's that hinge at the hip, that's the magic move that will keep you independent for much longer. Okay, stand up, stay standing up. Every once in a while I realize that I could do sit to stands all day long, but you probably would rather not. So stand behind your chair or beside your chair so you can hold on. I think I'm going to do a slow marching step first. So standing up as tall as I can, trying to stay nice and upright, driving the knee up without losing my balance on the other leg. Good. And now a side step, just a step and a tap. Trying to keep the toes straight ahead. Torso upright. Feel that right there in the sides of your hips. If you feel it more on the front, then that means probably either your toe is turned out to the side or you're stepping a little forward instead of straight off to the side. So this is one that really matters, to pay attention to where you feel it. It's not that you're going to hurt anything by doing it the other ways, but this is what we're looking for. So now hip circles. And other direction. Good. Okay. Let's do a little pendulum step. So I'm going to have you turn your shoulder toward your chair. So orient yourself perpendicular to your chair like I am. You're going to stand on the leg closer to the chair, and then this outside leg is going to be the one that steps. We're going to step behind and in front, behind and in front. Now, I can see myself on the camera on the screen. So I can see if I do this and I get wobbly, right? So I'm actually trying really hard to step out and back and even a little out in front, right? So just a little bit outside the midline of the body. And we're doing that nice gentle weight shift front to back, just like you do every time you take a step, right? It's just really good to feel that you have control on that one leg during the step. Because every time you take a step, you are balancing on one leg. Good. I'm going to switch sides. So stand on the leg closest to the chair, step behind and forward. And the muscles that make it easy for you to step out and back instead of crossing over are these guys on the side, the ones we just worked on that side leg lift. And on the foot that I'm standing on, you can see I'm rolling from heel to toe, just like you do in a good stride, right? You step your heel down, you roll through the foot, you push off the toe. It's another motion that a lot of people lose as they get older. Their feet, their toes get stiff, their ankles get stiff, and then you end up with that flat-footed walk that nobody wants. Okay, let's do the hacky taps. This is the one where you're holding on as much as you want. You're going to bring one heel up to the opposite hand. So I'm trying to tap the inside of my heel. If you can do it without holding on, great. If you need to hold on, do one leg, just do all one leg and then switch. And it doesn't matter if you don't tap your heel, right? You might tap your calf. Tap whatever rises to the height of your hand, because what I don't want you doing is leaning forward and tipping over, right? So bring the heel up. That's good for those muscles in the inner thighs and also your rotator muscles in your hip, also your core, your balance. Good. All right, now we're going to do the opposite. So heel comes to same hand, right? So now I am internally rotating my hip. The knee turns toward the middle. Heel comes up, and I touch the outside of the heel with the same hand. And again, doesn't matter if you don't actually touch, but you're trying to bring that foot up to the hand. Good. That feels like enough. Let's do some hamstring curls next. So stand up nice and tall. One toe back behind, tuck that tail under and stand up straight and bend the knee. Draw the heel as high up as you can. That's 11 and 12. Good. Oh, other side. Get your set up first. Tuck the tail under. Lift up tall. Keep reaching up with your head the whole time. Really want you thinking about being tall. Giving a good pull on the heel to get it up towards your butt. I know we're getting close. I'm going to call that 11 and 12. We may have overshot, but that's okay because we're overachievers. Let's do a little jump rope. Not too much because it's hot, but let's jump in place, pedal your feet, swing your arms, step your feet if you want. If you're feeling a little bit crazy, you could do sort of I'm not actually hopping, but I'm coming up on my toes and dropping my heels, so I get that little bit of percussion like you get when you jump. It's a little bit safer than actually jumping, but still stimulates your bones. I'm going to switch directions. Still get your heart rate up a little bit too. Ooh, and works your calves. I like it. Let's, I like it, but I don't like it that much. Let's stretch a little bit. Pull one leg back heel to the floor. Ah. Good, switching legs. Oh. Good. Instead of our usual, I'm going to put my elbows here on the edge of the chair and walk back, which puts a little more emphasis on the stretch through the shoulders and the upper back, the thoracic part of your spine, which, oh, you can probably feel gets pretty tight. So when you get into this position and you hit some resistance and it feels like, ooh, if I go any further, it's not going to feel good, just stop, take a deep breath. And it's amazing what can happen when you allow things to relax. And that feels much better to stretch when the muscles are relaxed. Good, I'm going to come back up out of that and come back to seated. Let's see. Let's do our little goddess tilt. So I'm straddling the corner of my chair. I want a big wide stance with my knees. Knees and toes are both pointed out to the sides. I'm putting knuckles on the insides of my knees and I'm really lengthening my spine up. I want to open that all up as much as I can before I do the tilt. So one arm floats free. The other arm slides down the leg to wherever it feels good. When I hit the spot that feels like that's enough, I'm going to just take that top shoulder and pull it back a little bit so I'm angling the chest up toward the ceiling just a bit. Pause for a deep breath. And then come back into the middle. Reset in the middle. Super tall, lengthen the spine. I'm kind of grounding my feet into the floor a little bit so that I'm active through the legs. And then once I'm nice and tall, I'm going to slide the other way. And take that top shoulder, pull it back, rotate the whole torso up toward the ceiling just a little bit. Take a deep breath. And back into the center. Beautiful. Come back around. And let's do clasp the hands together behind the back. Pull your shoulder blades tight together in the back. And then I'm going to lean forward so that I can pick my hands up off my back, maybe just a little bit, maybe hardly any. Some of you will be happy just to be able to clasp your hands together and back. Some of you will get a little more stretch from across the front of the shoulders and the chest. Good. Come back up. And let's have our figure 4 hip stretch. So give that a wiggle. Tilt forward over your lap, if you can. I'm just going to hang out here for a second. I know this is a tight spot for a lot of people, so I want you to just sit with it for a minute. Take a few breaths. See if you can pinpoint where you are tight. Right, so this is meant to stretch muscles in your hip, but if you're tight through here, that might be where you feel it, or you might feel it across the top of your thigh if you're tight there. But again, nice deep breaths. And switch legs. Good, and then fold over. Nice. All right, seated twist. So tall, reach across. Keep getting tall as you twist. And unwind and come the other way. Tall and twist. Good. All right, here we go. Hands going. Good. Tall again in the middle. Reach out from the top of your head the whole time you're diving forward. As soon as your hips won't go any farther, go ahead and relax your spine down. Open up the space between each vertebrae. Take a deep breath while you're down here. And then belly in and hands on knees and come back. Please, Carol, a happy birthday hug from me so that she gets all the hugs and all the best wishes. And I hope you're all well and happy. And I will see you back on Monday and we'll do this again. Good job, everybody. Thank you. Bye.